After last night's disappointment in LA, it's safe to say Bill's not happy about the Braves' performance.
Not at all. But is all hope lost for Georgia sports fans? Here's what Bill has to say in tonight's BS Report.
Monday had to be the worst day in a long time for sports in the state of Georgia. Both the Braves and the Falcons lost and in effect ended both teams' season. The Falcons are by no means mathematically eliminated from the playoff hunt of the NFC, but at 1-4, that puts them right behind the 8 ball. First, let's get to the biggest excuse. The Falcons are not a healthy football team. Monday night, they played without their starting running back, starting left tackle, starting defensive end, and 2 starting linebackers. Then 2 more players, wide receiver Roddy White and running back Jason Snelling, left the game against the Jets with injuries. No team can overcome that many players banged up, but still, this is not a very good football team right now. Whether it's the injury to running back Steven Jackson or not, the offense is not that dangerous juggernaut we thought it would be. Something is just not right, and the main issue is the offensive line. They started 2 second-year players and a player that was signed in mid-September off the scrap heap on Monday, and it really showed as the Jets' defensive line dominated for most of the night. The lack of a running game is a problem, and it came into play when head coach Mike Smith went for it on 4th and goal from the 1 with 1 second left in the first half. Atlanta didn't make it, and truthfully, he should have just gone for the points and gotten the field goal. Turns out that might have given the Falcons a win since they lost by only 2 points. And the Falcons' defense is just awful right now. They are making pedestrian quarterbacks look like stars. The linebackers are just bad, and the secondary is giving up too many big passing plays. The Falcons have now lost 4 games by a total of 19 points. They have an off week now, and they need it. Then there are the Braves, who were eliminated from the playoffs with a loss to the Dodgers late Monday night. We were all skeptical of whether or not this offense would do the job, and it just didn't. The Braves scored 14 runs in 4 games. Sure, the pitching wasn't great. The starters in games 1 and 3 did not do well, and the bullpen blew the lead on Monday. But you do the math. 14 runs in 4 games won't cut it in a playoff series. You know who's to blame for this? Dan Uggla and B.J. Upton. Wait, you say. Uggla wasn't even on the roster, and Upton only had 3 pinch hit at-bats. Well, yes, still, blame them. They were the 2 regulars who hit below 200 for the regular season. That is unacceptable for 2 players that made a combined $25 million. If these 2 had been good, this lineup would have been better, and you wouldn't have had a player at second base that had been released by the Royals in mid-August, or you wouldn't have had a catcher playing in left field. The Braves hit a combined .214 in the division series and had only 1 home run. Jason Hayward's shot in Game 3 after the game was well out of hand. Yes, the pitching staff gave up 26 runs to Los Angeles, but this series was lost because the Braves simply could not hit. Wasn't it funny? As the Braves season was coming to an end and the Falcons were going up in flames, the Atlanta Hawks started their exhibition season on Monday night. They lost too.
And more tough news for Falcons fans. Wide receiver Julio Jones might be out for the season with a foot injury. He's looking for a second opinion, but it's not looking good for the Pro Bowl superstar. Definitely an uphill battle for these Atlanta Falcons fans.
Poor Falcons. Poor Hogs, too. I'm sorry for everybody. Poor everybody.
Atlanta fans.